I'm Shellie and this is Kim.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about our Advance Health Care Directives, also known as Medical Power of Attorney. What are they and how can they be used?
That's a great question. I like to think of this document as something where you're asking your agent to say, what would you say if I can't speak for myself? How would you represent me? And the agent is the single most important person to represent you. It's the person who is going to make your wishes known to your medical team and to other family members, because that's another big thing is families can argue about this kind of thing. So having your wishes written out clearly, expressed clearly, and having your medical power of attorney identified is the single most important thing. So
yeah, and if you really think about it, it's something that is so beautiful where you get to have those conversations with your loved ones. If we don't talk about it, then it ends up leaving the other person who has to make the decisions, they're not sure.
Right.
And so it feels, it's a really nice act of love that you can talk about this so that everybody knows really how you would want to be cared for in a time when you wouldn't be able to make those decisions for yourself.
Right. And there are a few things to know about the Advance Directive. First of all, it's state specific, so you can do a search for different documents. You can also write a directive from the time you're 18 and older. And we always say that the directive you write when you're 18 is not going to be the one you write when you're 81. So it changes. It's a living document. And I know that you and I, having both worked at hospitals, we have encountered we call it analysis paralysis, where you cannot in this document plan for every contingency and every variable. So it's more just about getting your wishes of how you want to live, and in that way, it's also makes it part of a living document. And while there are a lot of forms out there, one we really like is called Prepare for Your Care. This advanced directive, the address is prepareforyourcare.org. It was developed by University of California, San Francisco, and it's a wonderful document that can guide you through. There's an online version that can take you through videos about how to make some of these decisions, how to have conversations, kind of getting in touch with your values around how you want to live, how you want to be treated when you're ill, and how you want your family to respond.
It's really user-friendly too, and it gets really specific on asking all of the questions. So if it feels like this is really confusing, this form is really easy to fill out.
It really is, and you can fill it in online, you can print it and fill it in, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that your power of attorney, your agent has this copy, that other family members have this, and that you can turn a copy in for your doctor or to the hospital that you normally go to, so that it's on file. But it is really important to have these spokespersons, ready to go, because the hospital's not going to automatically look up your advance directive. So you really need to have somebody bringing it to the attention of your medical providers. And, in an example of having your advance directive filled out, having your spokesperson or your agent ready to advocate for you might look like a time when you would go to the emergency room, something unexpected happened. Maybe you're in a lot of pain and you can't really speak clearly. That would be the opportunity for the doctor to communicate with your agent about, I've talked to my loved one and this is what they want. These are specific things they don't want. And so that really helps guide the medical care practitioners for how to do the treatment that would give you what you want and give your family peace of mind.
Yeah. And just to be clear too, the medical power of attorney or the Advanced Health Care Directive person who's making these decisions doesn't necessarily have to be the durable power of attorney. Those can be two separate people. You can have two separate people. You could have one person doing both of those, but just so you understand, those are two different roles.
Right, and durable power of attorney, we're not talking about that today. That's a different legal document, and this is someone who would have the power of attorney for your finances and your business endeavors and different things.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about. This
Yeah.
is simply to make medical
Yeah.
decisions.
Yeah, that's kind of the business side. This is the medical side we're talking about.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing to make sure of, that you don't have to have it notarized necessarily, although you can, but to make it formal and legal, you need to have at least 2 witnesses.
Right.
And they have to be people who are not your medical practitioners, who are not your family members that would benefit from your passing, but not the agent. So they would be different people. They could be neighbors, friends. They can be different family members that might be more distantly related. And certainly you can come to our office. We can help you talk about the Advance Directive, get very clear about your wishes, and then we can also do the signing for you. Since we're not medical, we are able to do the witnessing, and we can make you copies. So if any of you have questions or concerns, call our office at 805-544-2266 or go to hospiceslo.org, and we can make an appointment. You can come see us.
You can come and see Kim. She
Yes.
specializes in filling these out with people.
Yeah, I'd love to do this and help people get clear.
That's it for today about the Advance Health Care Directive. And we just want to invite you, if you have any other questions or topics of things that you would like for us to talk about and share more information about regarding end of life, aging, the business side or the emotional side of that, we would be so happy to hear from you. Feel free to let us know your thoughts.